Hello, good evening, Nigerians. Quickly, let us begin the show by talking about the developments with the creation of several several loopholes that are going to or that were created deliberately to suck in, sanction, or to put some presidential aspirants who were seen as threats into deep shit hole. Well, yesterday we all saw a vice presidential candidate debate that has therefore become something of national argument, where APC supporters versus PDP supporters had already created processes by which they were raising fact check versus counter fact checks against each other. Well, what that means or presupposes is that even though they tried to discourage or disqualify some presidential candidates and their running mates from this kind of arrangement, it turns out that they could not still absolve that debate of controversies. Well, while they also had other running mates of other presidential candidates who are not mainstreamed as yet, are trying to mainstream them, people are seeing a lot of Nigerians, whether on social media or in the street, are not necessarily talking about the running mate of this new generation presidential candidates. Instead, they are busy talking about the two major ones, PDP and APC. While a lot of people are saying Peter Obi goofed by reading out false statistics, others are saying, well, whether it was false or not, a professor should have been able to, with his 1 minute of rebuttal allowed during the debate, counter it. But because the professor himself probably does not even know the correct statistics from the wrong ones, he allowed them to go. Well, away from that, Nigerians are saying, more importantly, that the people that they expected to see in the debates were actually not there. Well, as a result, there is therefore the need to begin to look at how do Nigerians therefore create alternative platforms for these persons who are otherwise disenfranchised or discriminated against or marginalized from the local media platforms, because a lot of people believe that this new generation contenders do not have the wherewithal to go widely with the grassroots. Instead, they are busy trying to use the social media or new tool or new age equipment to reach out to Nigerians. Well, while some of them already went abroad to capture Nigerians in diaspora, they still have shortcomings or weaknesses in trying to get Nigerians in Nigeria as far as grassroots mobilization is concerned. While that is said, it is therefore important that we begin to look at the local media as well as the system in itself and other agencies in collaboration, while they are trying to sequester or sever off avenues that could allow these people who have worked on the social media and as well as in the diaspora or abroad to also gain some crowd or some audience with the local listeners or audiences. There is therefore the need to begin to consider creation of alternative space or platform for these new persons who are being denied the opportunity to have audience of local viewers. And that is exactly why I created this topic that we have today. So when I say what I'm saying here, I'm saying it so that all of us can understand why I'm doing what I'm doing today. Do not forget that I do not have sentiment or emotion for anybody. I can tell you that I will tell you this person is working hard so far, this person is gaining these places so far, this person is doing this so far, but I do not have sentiment. But I can tell you that to some extent I know individual of these candidates. They may not know how much I know them, but I am the one who knows that I've been studying them prior to coming out to contest for this election. So I can tell you a lot about all these people. I can tell you about Sowore, I can tell you about Bruto, I can tell you about Mohalu to some extent. Not very well Mohalu, I can tell you to some extent. I can tell you about Hobby Ezekwesili. She doesn't know how much I know her, but I do know. And so on and so forth. Well, having said all of these things I've said, what are the reasons that I believe or that we must push that there must be an alternative platform to allow this disenfranchised or marginalized or discriminated or denied or deprived new generation candidates the platform to reach out to grassroots voters? I'm going to set out by listing them as follows. Number one reason is that the system is already entirely compromised, and as we already saw it from what happened in that process of selecting who among the presidential candidates and their running mates to come on the platform of the local media to debate themselves. We already saw that not only was the system or the government or the agencies or were they all together compromised, they are now working in tandem to ensure that they block this new generation candidate, especially the ones that are perceived to be critical of the government or that are perceived to be too confrontational or that are perceived to be revolutionary or radical in their approach. Well, the number one reason why we must begin to look for alternative to everything in this country is that the system is already entirely compromised. So a compromised system cannot guarantee you victory or success, even if they allow you to come on their platform. All right, and then I move to the number two reason is that alternative everything, not only platform, media, agency, BON, channel TV, local media, not only all those ones, there's already need for alternative of everything in Nigeria. And why did I say so? If you look at the system, they keep telling you, oh, we have 3,400 megawatts today. Tomorrow they tell you, no, it wasn't 300,000 megawatts. It wasn't 3,000 megawatts according to the previous administration. The new administration will claim, no, it wasn't up to that. What we met is, and then they are now saying, no, it was us who jacked it up to so megawatts. And then the previous government will say, no, when we left it was higher than what you have now. So there's already need for a new electricity power grid as against what they currently have, the dams and all that. The world, the universe is already shifting or drifting away from the whole system of generating electricity. Not only hydropower, the world is already gravitating towards creating what you now see as solar systems and the rest of other. Even wind turbine is there. So there's already need for alternative of everything in the country, alternative security, alternative power, alternative economy, alternative politics, alternative media, because all of them have already been compromised, following from the first reason I cited. And then to the third one, I want to say that there's also, if you want an alternative to this current system, be ready for alternative agencies and alternative everything. So the third reason why there must be an alternative to the debate that they are creating is that if you want an alternative to this current system, all of you that are clamoring for a new government or a new system in place, you have to understand that if there must be an alternative to this current system, you must be prepared to have alternative of everything, because the system is already whole in whole, all in all. They're all yoked together. Everything, all the agencies, networks, ministries, departments, agencies, they're all connected together. And those are the things that make up the system that we are all talking about that has to change or give way. So if you want all of these things to give way, you must be prepared for alternative of everything. All of these things are woven into one and working for the system that created them. You must be prepared to create alternative to them. So we already saw that, and I'm happy that that played out, that they are trying to skim out the new generation some vibrant and radical new generation contenders or aspirants, I'm happy that they're trying to skim them out, because it's one of the confirmations we need to present that there's need for alternative everything, because that is already long overdue and overripe. On to the next one, which is did I just before already? Okay, let me go here. I think I said I didn't mention this. I skipped. Local media are pre-owned and under proprietary manipulations. That's another reason that you have to be prepared to have alternative everything. The local media that are conducting or presenting or showing this debates or other things that they are trying to do to give platform to local audience, they are pre-owned. For instance, none of these new generation candidates can boast of owning shares in Channels TV, BON, or any of the affiliate television stations, radio stations, or print media that are coming together to organize this debate, including government itself. They cannot lay claim to having a say in them because they don't have shares. Is it Sowore that will lay claim to having shares in the TV that is already coming out to blast? Or is it Fasua? They don't have access to them because they don't have shares in them. So those stations are pre-owned, and as a result, they have manipulators who owns them. So he who calls the piper, he who pays the piper calls the tune. I beg your pardon, I was almost getting that wrong. So on to the next reason. Nigerians in Nigeria must know about the new gospels. And what are the new gospels? Or in one word, what is the new gospel? A better country, an alternative country. You need alternative everything. That's my own gospel now. Alternative of everything. We have seen a country under Obasanjo and PDP. We have seen a country under APC and Buhari. We have seen a government under those who claim to be progressives. We have seen all of these things, and as a result, there's now need, in fact, total need to create alternative to all of these things. And that is why I'm saying what I'm saying now, that if you want alternative to this current system, you must be therefore ready for an alternative agencies and alternative everything to bring about the kind of different change or system that you wish to see. And I also said that Nigerians in Nigeria must know about the new gospel. Well, this is because Nigerians in diaspora are the only ones, according to my own understanding, Nigerians in diaspora are the only ones who know for now what they want in their head. Alright, Nigerians in Nigeria do not get it yet. So that is why we need to begin to create alternative ways to reach out to the Nigerians in Nigeria and get them and capture Nigerians in Nigeria. The new message, the new gospel, the new alternative has already engulfed, engrossed, captured, captivated the Nigerians in diaspora. However, there's need also to ground this message for Nigerians resident in Nigeria, and that is why you must begin to create alternative ways to. Social media is already helping with getting Nigerians in diaspora and Nigerians in other places. However, it is not enough to capture Nigerians resident in Nigeria, and that is why there is need to create an alternative. The media in Nigeria, which is what Nigerians resident in Nigeria are watching or are seeing or have access to, is not presenting this new gospel, new message that all of you wish comes to pass or comes to fulfillment in 2019. And trust me, I can't lie to you, they are not getting the message, because the new media you already saw in the debate. If I said it before, I'm sure that I've said it before on my live broadcast, that I've seen local media talking about 2019, but they are not showing Sowore. It's only one or two presenters, maybe Bengali Leba, that presented Sowore on AIT, and then maybe Sowore who say, no, we can't talk about 2019 without talking about a Sowore, for instance, who is a force from the diaspora. That's why they presented them. But away from Sowore Kimberly and Bengali Leba of AIT and Channel TV respectively, I beg your pardon, they are not, those stations, the owners, board owners, shareholders and stakeholders of those stations do not want a Sowore showcased. They do not want a Fasua showcased. And I'm telling you what I know. The reality is that there's therefore a need to create an alternative platform for these persons to reach out to the grassroots and capture them. They have already captured people who have access to social media, or who can read and who can understand what they read. But that's not enough. They still need to reach out to people in the grassroots who should understand the message that they have to create an alternative space for Nigeria. And that is why I'm saying what I'm saying today. Ladies and gentlemen, I presented my own. Let me respond to your comments. All right. It starts. I'm going to be fast tonight because I don't want to read too much of greetings. I'm doing fine on money. You simply want to say thank you for all your efforts about youth in Nigeria. Thank you. It's my own role. All of us have roles to play for this country to get better. Shegun Tunde had not posted a video with shots of Sowore Object TV. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Thank you so much. Money Noodles say this good job. No Sahui. Shegun, have a pleasant evening. Thank you so much, and you too. Oyetola Ezekiel, God bless you, bro. Thank you. Positive Media. Hey man, me, how you day? Gentle Supreme Shegun, we thank you so much. You will be rewarded, trust me. God should reward all of us so that Nigeria can be better. That's the important thing right now. Christian Shegun, you are the best person to organize another debate since you know them much. Get a good venue and invite them on a good date, then invite other media outlets to cover them. Let me quickly respond to this. I mentioned that there's also need for alternative debate. All these local media are overdue. We should retire them to remain local as they are. The reality remains, as I speak with you, that while BON, NADG, Channels TV were busy, hearing that debate, other media were skimmed out of covering and reporting it. So it therefore becomes important that we create alternative. So what I want to say is this: Sowore, Fasua, and the rest of them that were skimmed out, even despite coming, on the merit list of the public poll or online poll that was supposed to be the first criteria to select who and who to be in the debate before they went to pick from the back or from the behind. They need to identify themselves. All those persons who are discriminated need to identify themselves. One, they therefore also need to identify other media platforms that were skimmed out from covering that debate for everybody to see. Identify them, bring them together, form alternative media with those ones. Those of you that were skimmed out of the debate, form alternative force. Don't call it third force because Obasanjo and them already had used the name and they have bastardized the name third force, all right? But create a third alternative, or call it alternative force. Don't call it third force again. Call it alternative force, or other name you may prefer. Alternative force, and then create all those media platforms that we are not allowed to stream, or cover that, or report what happened live there. All those media platforms should also have identified of them. Those of you that were skimmed out as presidential aspirants or candidates, identify all these media platforms, bring them together and let them form alternative media. Alternative because they are not part of the system or they are not being paid by the system. So that makes it work for you. Identify them as alternative media. Then look for a place. I'm interested in this. We want alternative debates, and I'm interested in being part of this alternative debate. Let us look for somewhere we can call a village square that will contain as many Nigerians as possible. All right, we have a stage. We bring all these presidential candidates, new generation candidates, including some of them that were included because they wanted to rubbish them. Some of them that were included in the debate they already have started. All right, let us Obi and Kingsley Mohalu will still make, because they will still suffice because they are still new generation candidates. They have not been contesting before. They are not part of PDP and APC that all of us are looking for alternative to. So we can still bring them in. All right, then we create alternative media by bringing together all the media that was skimmed out from covering or streaming live that program. All right, so that is just my response immediately to what you just said there, my brother. So I may not be the best person to organize the debate, but I'm saying I'm interested if we have to do it. Amoni Taiwo Adekombi said, Shegun, thanks for 5 Sowore 5 for president. Amoni, knowing those, I can see that the youth are not serious. It's not that they are not serious, they are not getting, the message is not reaching them, it's not their fault. All right, real Deba, Nigeria don't finish. It's not finished. We can still do something about it. XO10 TV. Shegun, your work is going far now. Great job. Keep going, and be on the path of truth. Then you will see how you will go far. Just like CNN, BBC, SAR reporters. Don't be like Channels TV and co. I have access to becoming part of the system, but I have reason I don't want to be. And I already told you from the outset on this platform that I don't want to do anything that supports APC or PDP, because we have already seen the way the two of these masquerades are going to dance in the market, and it's not suiting for the kind of future all of us are looking forward to. Christians, seriously, Shegun, let us organize the debate together. Drop all you need and throw it to the house. Okay, I will come up with that. Lawrence Amada's son, I second your idea. Christian, I support it. Okay. Isaac Omola, welcome back, Shegun. Thanks for the discussion we had today. Okay, yes, Isaac, thank you for the call. I appreciate you. I love all of you that call me individually on WhatsApp. I know what we are doing. All of us are looking for the same thing, all right? Osas Victor say, I love what you're doing. Olawoye Folami, Comrade Shegun, I'm following you always and permit me to commend your efforts so far in this struggle. I agree with you that we need an alternative platform for political candidates. No money innuendos. They must let this AAC be known. Like what we call grass, they cannot allow it, I'm sorry, because they know that AAC or whatever other radical platforms will discredit their home platforms. Razak Ademola, Shegun, good evening, hi, I'm fine. And you too. Dauda Ogundega, I'm from Idiroko. Wow, that's close to the border. Let's love God. Say, only Sowore is the alternative of what we have now. Wofi Shegun, God bless you. Thank you so much. Oteria Francis, how far? I'm fine. Sunny Show, take it back Nigerians, including Olawoye from Sowore, into presidential debate will make him to win next year election because of the courage and positive energies. And I want to quickly respond to that. See, for those of you that are not happy that they didn't include Sowore Omoyele, I want to tell you that it's not true. Because I've not spoken with Sowore in a long time. I've not spoken with Sowore since that incident at Oni of Ife's palace, right? But I followed most of them enough to know what they are thinking. If you think it is not Sowore's, explaining Sowore from that debate makes Sowore pain, it's not. Sowore is happy. I've not seen him, I've not heard from him, I've not spoken to him since that Oni of Ife's palace incident. I've not spoken to Sowore and I've not seen him. God is my witness. But I can tell you that Sowore is happy about what is happening. I've been studying Sowore since a long time. Prior to this presidential thing, I know Sowore is happy when you are trying to skim him out of something or you are trying to block him from. He's happy. You know why? He loves crisis. Sowore loves problems. While those of you that understand Yoruba, while Sowore long, I mean, he's happy when there's a problem because he knows how to turn that problem around to upturn the system and change it. And let me give you reason I said I believe that Sowore is even happy that they schemed him out. Number one, this is helping him to become more popular because a lot of people are talking about him. Some persons called me and said, they heard the issue on radio. They heard about it on radio that they heard it. They said some people use Yoruba language to cast news on radio early in the morning like that, and that they were talking about Sowore being schemed out of, and that Sowore's people are protesting. I said, don't you think Sowore is happy that they schemed him out because it's helping him to be more popular? People are asking, who is that Sowore self that they are talking about on radio like this? That's number one. Number two, it is also good for him because the reason they schemed him out was not because of crime, was not because they found anything against him, but because they are afraid of him. Are you getting me? So it is a good thing. Revolution doesn't happen when the system loves you. Revolution happens when the system does not want you to come in. So Sowore is happy. I'm telling you. Let me also say this. The Sowore that I knew, don't forget that I told you I've been studying all of these presidential candidates long even before. In fact, there are other people I expected to come into this race that did not come in. And I've been challenging you. I'm one of those that challenged Sowore to contest for the 2019 presidency. I know them. I know Drew Toye. I knew them back as when I was in Laspotech, even before crossing to University of Lagos. I've been following all these young people who are giving hope to new generations. So I knew them. I've been studying them long ago. So I know Sowore's psyche. Even if I don't talk to him, I know what he's thinking. Now let me tell you that I have not spoken with Sowore since the Oni of Ife incidents, but I know what he's thinking right now. Sowore is happy. You know why? While he was being victimized at the University of Lagos as SUG president, Student Union president, Sowore was victimized not because, if you study the trend though, he's always winning it. Not because he committed exam malpractice. Not because he was caught engaging in courtesan. Not because he was caught stealing student union money or using the name of student union to collect money anywhere. Not because he was doing all of those, anything criminal or incriminating. They found everything they could not find against him. Sowore was rusticated, I think, about 2 or 3 times before he came out of Unilag. For what reasons? For the reason that he was telling the system that it is not doing its job. Sowore was rusticated severally, not because he was involved in any crime, but because he was saying this is what the system should be doing, and he was doing what the system ought to have done. He was doing it for them that they failed to do. For instance, he was fighting courtesan. What is the essence of putting a billboard on campus and saying courtesan is wrong, don't involve, don't do this, don't do, courtesan is bad, don't be in court? And you now see a student union president fighting courtists, and you're now rusticating. What does it mean? So Sowore has never been indicted for being involved in any wrong thing, but they have always victimized him for trying to do that which is right. So that is why I said don't sympathize with Sowore for being schemed out of this debate. It is good. All we just need to do, all of us that are aggrieved, should now begin to create alternative platform to this. So because already, I told you before that I have soft spot for this guy. Not because he's the one I want to support, but because I just see this guy as somebody that is... Guys, I'm feeling like I should join his team, but no, that's not my own role. My own role is to see a way all these new young presidential candidates can create the alternative country that all of us are looking for as against this APC and PDP. That's my own role, and I don't want to be biased. But I can't pretend I don't have soft spot when I see something good. Sowore is good. Sowore is good, but don't sympathize with him. See, he has his way. He loves ruffle. This ruffle they are creating, Sowore loves it. He knows how to do it. Don't worry. Let's go back to the comments. Okay. Boss Benson, I love you all. Wolfie. I think this thing actually skipped. Let me go back. I skipped a lot of comments here, but I'm not going to be able to read all comments tonight. I'm sorry, everybody. Please accept my apologies ahead. I may not be able to read all comments. I'm just going to try my best. All right. Where did I stop? Okay, someone said Commissioner. I think I read this before, so I'll be able to locate. Fela Durotu is the next president in Nigeria. Vote ANN. Thank you so much, Nosa Hui. Wolfie say Nigerians in Nigeria are hungry, can't have time to listen to online truth. Well, but we can share what we have heard from those that have the idea of what to do. All right, we can share with them, and then everything will be all right. Exoten TV say, but when I went to Nigeria the last time, they don't even watch local media or TV. They all watch DSTV. How many of these DS? You know, it is. See, when I say local media, I don't mean online. Local media means those are not being watched online or being seen online. Local media means those that are do you know that local media are already migrating to GoTV and DSTV? They are already migrating to the cable TV platform. They are already migrating, so it is still the same. All right, Nigerians are watching either African Magic or they are watching music stations or music channels. All right, so as far as it comes to, but some Nigerians are still watching this AIT channels TV. Those are the two so far that I know most popular news channels in the country. But they are, of course, they have shareholders. That's why I said there's need for alternatives to them. All right, I'm not saying they are bad, but I'm saying there's need for an alternative. If you are looking for an alternative country altogether, there's need for an alternative to all these agencies, and that is where all of you need to begin to look at how to, if you can have. I've seen Nigerians pay into creating the biggest church auditorium in the country, in the world, for Nigeria. So I've seen Nigerians paying every Sunday into churches becoming bigger. I've seen Nigerians paying tithes every month. So if you want a better country, how about you just begin to cut your tithe off from these churches and start putting it in creating alternative for the country to become better? Which is an example of what we are talking about now. If you want to create alternative debate platform, we need a place maybe in Abuja also that's like a village square, maybe like the Eagle Square, where a lot of people can come, market women, everybody can come in. We'll create a stage, have a big screen, you know, and then at the same time be streaming live for everybody to see, you know. So it will be an alternative platform that will retire all these old system TV stations, agencies, and all of them that are trying to skim out. They are enjoying it. They are being paid, so they are enjoying it. You don't expect somebody who is enjoying the system to speak against the system. No. So I'm not saying one person is right or wrong. The person that is included is about inclusion after all. The person who is included in the system that is paying them will not want it to die. So they see threats and they say block that threat. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is you who is looking for that alternative that has to create the alternative to capture the audience they have. That is why I'm saying there has to be an alternative debate. The audience, they don't want to see you. You create an alternative system that will capture them. There used to be an old system of village square where people come to the village square, gather and start talking about things that is affecting their community, alternatives to them, solutions to them, and all of that. So there's need for an alternative platform, alternative media, alternative everything. Sowore has created alternative media, but it's online. It's not capturing the grassroots. So there's need to create alternative media. And if you have been following my show, I've been talking about it before, that those of you who believe in Sowore, Fasua, and the rest of them, You are the ones. And I used to include Droto, but Droto is already benefiting from the system now because they included him in the debates. Mohalo was included in the debates. Obi has now, even though Obi declared late to run for presidency, she has been included in the debates. All right. Having said that, those of you who are looking for this alternative system altogether, you must not mind paying into the alternative system that you want to see. For instance, the alternative, if you have been paying 10% of your earnings every month to see church growing bigger and are not necessarily, creating the things you want to see. A lot of people call me every time I end the show to say, I can't come back to that country because of insecurity. But you know that if you have a new country altogether, you will be able to come back. All right? You are afraid of kidnapping. You are afraid of armed robbery. I'm also afraid of it, even though I'm living in this country. Sorry, Lala Confessory. I can joke sometimes, now. So don't let that one derail you. All right. So having said all of those, you must be ready to cut frivolous spendings. All those money you give to those that come to do show in New York, that come to do concerts that will not benefit anybody or anything. See, just decide at this time, I'm not paying into this concert. I'm paying into a better country that I want to go back to. All right. So let us all decide now. All of us are sacrificing. I'm also sacrificing. I want to appreciate those of you that are supporting my show. Mr. Razak, Ibukwan Agbola, Blessing Ogbe, all of you that keep sending me money, and those of you that pleaded I should not mention your name, And I also want to appreciate those that call. All of you, I appreciate all of you, but it's not easy. Despite all of those things, I'm still sacrificing. It's not easy to pick crewmen. I'm going to places to go and interview people in the markets, to go to campus, to go to this, to go to that. It's not cheap, all right? So, but when we say if you don't have money you are not using, or that you will not feel the impact if you give somebody, send it to us. A lot of people will be like, the problem, I'm not begging. I'm just saying all of us are sacrificing. I've gone to work in the daytime. I came back tonight to start a show immediately again. Do you think it's easy to do all this research and do? Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, please, if you are looking for alternative system, you must be ready to sacrifice for the alternativeness. All right. So let's go back to the comments. Somebody says, Shegun, you are doing a great job. I'm just doing my own. I may not be correct altogether. Razak Ademola. Oh, Razak, thank you so much. Razak, I want to particularly appreciate you. Everybody, can you help me clap for Razak? Razak sent me 30,000 naira. I want to appreciate you, Mr. Razak. I appreciate you so much. It's not easy. Thank you so much, Mr. Razak. I'm not sure you wanted me to mention that name though, but I just had to appreciate it so that it doesn't look like at a send I acknowledge. I'm sorry if you didn't like me mentioning your name, but I already did. Okay, somebody is suggesting that we set up a media on DSTV. That would be expensive. I don't have that resource. But if all of you want to create it, you can create it. So, if all of you want to create alternative media on DSTV, you can create it. It's nothing bad. I support it. All right. Shegun, sorry. Ajibola. Okay, somebody is saying something else here. Why can't we do big billboards? You can do it. Why not? It's allowed. Do big boards. All right. It will also go a long way. Money in windows. Say. From Ojo Alaba, Rago to Badagry, Semeboda, all the Egun people living in these areas, all those Egun people living in those areas must know what party he is. Please, for me, I'm Egun, but living in US. It's good. I mean, whatever you think, I'm willing to go to all those areas. Idiroko Boda, Ajegunle, all those what do you call Igolo, all those places. I don't mind, but I can't go alone, so it's resources for us to take people there, but it's fine. But if you have your own crew, you can send. What is important is that we get all these things, all these efforts consolidated. One man, soldier, and looter say some youth are aware already, but they are just feeling unconscious. So just every bus stop and junction, they should be presidential rep photos. Alex, Shegun, can't you invite Buhari? They won't answer. Shegun can't invite Buhari. They won't answer me because they know I'm already speaking against APC and PDP. What I'm talking about is a new Nigeria altogether. So I'm talking about an alternative country to what APC and PDP already created. So I'm not sure that security advice to them would be that don't answer that boy. So they will not answer me. No, Sowore, Shegun from me. People in the diaspora don't know what is happening in Nigeria. That's what will affect Sowore and AAC. That's exactly why I'm bringing you updates from grassroots. For those of you that are in the diaspora who don't know what is happening. Patrick Sampson, that was what happened in the US when 17 presidential candidates were vying for the White House. On point success. Well done for your work. Please, how do we create the alternative platform? Well, I have a template, but I don't want to release it online because I know not everybody that is watching is actually for this cause. Frank Fab King said those who are excluded in the debate usually win presidential election. Osinbajo participated this time. It doesn't change. It will not change. What will change? So the only thing that can change is when we change. All right. Real one said, I love your enlightenment campaign. Keep it up. Salbab, please let's do the alternative debate. We can even talk about debates to CNN channel, of course. Hello, best family. Shegun makes very good points. Isaac Omolayo, good advice, thanks. Frank Fab King, even Channel TV knows Sowore will win in 2019. That's why they are doing what they can to ensure that they caught him. Mike Habe, Momo, are you related to John Momo? Just joking. Most Nigerians in Nigeria are so nonchalant when it comes to their government. Faith Ferdinand, Shegun, what is they all about? I don't understand. One man soldier looter, you are right, Mike. Sonny should take it back, say you spoke wisely. Balogun Victoria, lack of education, poverty, and ignorance are problems of Nigerians in Nigeria. If not, why would Nigeria believe in Atiku? Who want to say it's not that they believe in him, it's just that that is the person they are aware of. So it's a matter of awareness. All right, so the awareness is not reaching the grassroots people as yet, as far as new generation aspirants are concerned. Agboboy Majo say let them protest. Eddie Lord, not everything is protest, Jerry. There's need for strategy. And I told somebody who called me earlier today. Somebody called one of the persons that called me today. I had to explain to the person that this Sowore, for instance. I'm using Sowore as case study now because he's the one who was kicked out of the debate. This Sowore, for instance, he has very good defensive, but he doesn't have good strikers on the ball. And when I say striker, I mean aggressive marketers who will go all out to be marketing Sowore to everybody in the grassroots. He has the defensive, but that's not what you need to win a match. The defensive will be keeping you from getting scored against. But you need striking team or the striking front. It's just like, for instance, when they were trying to scheme his party AAC out of the debate, he has a defensive team that went all out to say, no, you can't do this. They were resisting, the claim that he lacks character. And they did well. The claim that he lacks character is a defensive. No, you can't say he doesn't have character. In fact, he's the best person with best character because he's the only one who has been fighting for the moral consciousness of the system. He's the only person who has been fighting for morality. Is this, is that, is that. They defended him as to character, even taking the protest to the front gate of Channels TV. But what I'm simply saying here is that it doesn't still have the striking front. those defensives, including legals, protests, activists, and all that, they are defensive. It's just like if you have 4-4-2, 4 on the defensive, 4 middle, and 2 strikers. Sowore needs 4 at the front, 4 strikers to balance up. 4 strikers means aggressive marketers who are not concerned with protesting or defending. They are concerned about winning new people from the grassroots. Winning new people, scoring goals for Sowore, converting new people. That is the striking front he needs, and that is one of the weaknesses. I've been talking about this for a long time, but people don't necessarily listen to me because they believe he hates AAC, or Segun hates Sowore, or Segun hates this. He speaks for more Halu, Duro Toye, and others. Really, if I see weakness of Duro Toye, I'll tell him, Duro Toye, you are too much of churchly. Don't be too churchly. Do this. I'm interested in a new generation candidates, but I'm not sentimental about any particular one for now. The only reason I'm talking about Sowore more of the time is because most of the people that watch me are Sowore people, and they're always asking me questions about Sowore, and I'll tell you the truth about him. The same reason, if you ask me, or another reason I'm talking about Sowore more of the time is because somehow, because people talk about him on my show more of the time, and I say that he's the only one who has been working hardest among other aspirants or other candidates who are new generation candidates. He's the one who has been working the most, and I see that the guy has so much energy, but his energies are not necessarily rightfully directed. My opinion, you don't have to agree. His energies are misdirected somehow, but he has so much energy. That's why I have soft spot for him. This guy has so much energy. Alright? But anyways, I don't want to talk too much so that it doesn't look like you want to attack our candidate again. I'm not attacking him. I'm just telling you the truth that I know. One man soldier says Edmond can organize the debate for them. Let them protest. Okay, through talk in a positive direction. I talked with Sowore yesterday on some issues. Thanks to Segun, I'm in Nigerian diaspora. I want my country, Africa, to move forward. Okay. Adejun was telling us it was a family debate, not Nigeria debate. Shame on local media. Prepare questions and answers. Wale Walata, if Sowore at this stage in the game cannot capture the university campus by now, 2019 is a miss for him. It's not late. See, let me tell you something. I did that to let you know that these are places where your candidates, those of you that are always coming on my show and talking about Sowore and AAC, your candidate is not working, has not reached well, has not effectively captured these places. And I expected that, let me tell you 2 places that I expected Sowore to have captured even before he immediately announced that he wanted to contest. He probably didn't even need to go to those places at all, because by default he was supposed to have them as his primary constituencies. Number 1 is Unilag, because that's where he graduated from. That was his first story that even me, I started studying about him, was Unilag. That this person worked against cultism, fought against military, worked against the annulment of June 12, 1993 election, mobilized people, did riots, lived his life for June 12. That was the... So I didn't believe that Unilag, for instance, should be considering any other thing apart from Sowore. So I was shocked, I was marveled to be asking Unilag students about 2019, and they don't, most of them are not even talking about him. So my role is to let you know where you are not working or where you need to improve on your work. But let me also say that 2019 is a very long time. For those of you who think, oh, it's already close, it's not. In politics, 24 hours is a long time. Do you know between yesterday that they had a vice presidential candidates debate, between that yesterday and now, do you know a lot of things have changed? Do you know a lot of people already converted from APC to PDP and PDP to APC because of the way Osinbajo responded to some questions and because of the way Peter Obi responded to some questions? And I also know a lot of people who also felt like, oh, among the the new generation vice presidential candidates, that the YPP candidates won their hearts. I know a lot of people who said, initially I was thinking, if I want to manage between Atiku and Buhari, I will still manage Buhari because Atiku will steal all the treasury. I know it's on Facebook, you can go and search. But because of that debate I saw, I read somebody saying, I wish I munch that screen and post for you to see live on this show now. But it wasn't my main concern, so I didn't really give attention to that. But what I'm saying is, that person said because of the way that woman from YPP debated, that he is now considering YPP. So, between that yesterday that they had a vice presidential candidate debate and now, a lot have changed. What does that prove? 24 hours is a long time in politics. If you organize yourself very well, things can change in 24 hours, so it's not late. And that is to respond to the person saying, because we interviewed some people in Unilag and they don't know Sowore, it therefore means that 2019, Wale Walata, 2019 is not a miss. 24 hours is a long time in politics, and if you count it, the number of 24 hours we have between now and 2019 is plenty. So things can still be done. One point success say, please come up with a proposal and let us know what it will take. It will take, let's get a village square for instance. We can even do 2. My proposal, we can even do 2. We can shift. We can say the vice presidential happens in Lagos, presidential happens in Abuja, or presidential happens in Lagos, vice presidential happens in Abuja. Or we can even zone it, another one happens in Port Harcourt. It depends on where, as much as you are able to commit or willing to commit your resources to let these things happen. And we let everybody come. Instead of having Olamide live in concert, Tafawa Balewa Square, or experience Tafawa Balewa Square, or Wizkid Eko Hotel Convention. Olamide concert last year was at Teslim Balogun Stadium. I was there. They gave me 3 media passes. I went there. But the reality is that people come to stadium because they feel, make it free, let people come in, get security, get everything. Let's do it. Let's standardize it. It will work. The same thing in Abuja, we can use Eagle Square for instance. I covered ANRP, Tope Fasua's convention. It was at the Eagle Square. So it means that you can get these places. They are public places, fine, but we can get them. And if you feel like it will be too expensive, or the system will not want to give it to you, or give you problems using it, there are other big places like football pitch that are big enough, that are not necessarily paid for. There's this national stadium. There's the what do you call it? National. There's the Ghana Freedom Square that we can even design up for people to stand and watch their debaters. Do you understand it? You know, there's the African Shrine where people go for concerts, and I saw that Femi Kuti is on our channel. Femi Kuti was telling VP Osinbajo that he will not support their candidates. He will not support APC, even if they bring all the millions in the world. That because his father fought against that Buhari, and that he will not be part of any system that will be supporting a Buhari because he will be against the spirit of his father. So that means a shrine, for instance, if we work, we can get a shrine. And several other places like that that represent freedom. And people will come in and will do our stuff. So it doesn't have to be one place. All of us can brainstorm together. It doesn't have to be only me. We can all brainstorm it together and say, okay, look at this. Look at this. Hello everybody, if you are still online, sorry that's disconnected, so I just reconnected again. So I was saying that the reason I love the village square idea, we can use a shrine, Fela shrine for instance, because I remember that even Femi Kuti was not happy. He was telling Osinbajo to his face. It's on my channel, it's on Objective Media channel. He was telling Osinbajo to his face that he will not support because his father's spirit is against Buhari's ideology and arbitrary system. You know, we can use Ghana Freedom Park. We can use Freedom Square in Ojota. Freedom Park is in Ojota. There's the Freedom Square. Am I correct? Which one is Freedom Square or Park? There's the one in CMS. What do you call that place? That's Tafawa Balewa Square. We can even use the Tafawa Balewa Square. It's a square, village square. You know, we bring all this media that have been disenfranchised, all the media that we're not allowed to come and cover the presidential debates. We can bring all of them to form the alternative media, and we put them there. Let's start organizing the alternative country all together now. No time. And it doesn't have to be me alone who will suggest what will happen. I'm just suggesting. All of you can, others can bring ideas to let us package it together and coordinate this thing. We want a better country. I'm not happy about the kind of country we are in. I'm 30, I'll be 32 in February. Do you think I'm happy with the way the country is? I'm not. I'm not. I know what I went through to be able to go to school. I was sponsoring myself. Not only sponsoring myself, since age 19, I was already supporting my parents who already stopped working. It's not easy. And you expect me to be happy about this kind of country we are in? I cannot be, for goodness sake. What am I simply saying is that let us organize alternative for all these people, alternative debates for the persons who have been so, denied, deprived, marginalized, discriminated against by BON and their collaborators in that debate. And that is the only way we can start letting these people, also feel that Nigerians actually are interested in the alternative they are preaching. So that's my idea. All right, having said that, let's go back to the comments, everybody. Chinese TV is a scandal. Oluwasegun, as your name implies, we shall win and overcome our oppressors together. Best suggestion is for Lucky Shotola Razak. The idea is good. There should be alternative debate. Peter Bayomi Oluwasegun, this is a brilliant idea that you have mooted. Please spearhead it. Let's know how much it's going to cost. We shall raise the money so that alternative voices will be heard. Just link Shegun, the truth is the so-called GOs are the major problems in that zoo. They make sure they divert the attention of people from the government. Come and see what is happening in France. I understand you though. Christian Udemy, I'm sure Sowore, Fasua, and many others will accept your proposal. Clip TV say alternative debate will trend more than the old one. Engineer Odobo, okay. Just link in petrol, they all rise up and shut the country down. Nice job, bro. That's just link. Alex, a person is a problem solver. One man soldier Luther say you truly know Sowore lows. Chris Willie, well done, bro. I think we need another TV stations. All of us can create one. Josie Johnson, you are really doing a great job, Shegun. God bless you. Friday Orizo, good evening. I love your work, bro. Thank you. South Sowore is not happy because if he is among of him, he would be more popular too. No, we can create the alternative. That's the essence of what we're talking about. Money, this. Shegun, all this grammar you are speaking is very good, but in the rulers, how many people are hearing you in the village? That's exactly what we are saying. We need this alternative. Kotun Abiola, Nigeria is not a country, my brother. You guys need young President Sowore is the right man for Nigeria. I'm not arguing it. I'm just saying, how do we get it to happen? Andy, hey, bros, you are making sense about Sowore AAC. Engineer Odobo, a great Sowore. Debate is no doubt a good stage to virtually expose the candidate with his manifestos and ideas to run our nation. Dear GM, say now you are talking. Was I not talking before? Now you start be Bodmax Yakin. Those comments skipped. Okay, quickly, I'm just going to start from anywhere. I don't have to get back to where it's skipped. Nigeria is not okay. I think I read all of this before already. Please join now. Join. Shegun makes sense. Hero best. Isioma Erife. Sowore is very passionate about my. Okay. Thank you all of you that are greeting me. I greet all of you too. But we have to rush now. Isioma, thank you. You say I'm doing a great job. I don't know. I'm just doing my own thing. It may not be great. It doesn't have to be. Chucks, thanks you so very much for saying the truth. That's good. Sowore. Talk about Fasua and Sowore is your man. Really? I'm just telling you based on those that were skimmed out. Really? Our soft spot for them, no doubt. Idada Efosa, I Shegun, you caught my attention by your word. The GM say fella call, fella ni. Oh God. Do you hate somebody like that? Paulinus Charles, hi Shegun. Good evening from Bilbao, Spain. Thanks for time and effort. This is great work. Nice work. Okay, Sowore asks, please Shegun organize new debates in a very big place for all the politicians. Scars Gold says, Sowore has no exact equal among them. We all need actively campaign for him. Just Shegun, Sowore knows the secret of Nigeria, so for him not participating is a plus to him. Take it back. What Shegun, did you talk about the tithe? Don't let these gullible people to vex for you. Well, I'm just giving an example now. Alright. Positive Media say I'm ready to support with 500,000. I think we should start the debate process so far. If we have money, I'm ready to go all out and organize it. If we have money, I will personally organize this thing and these people will come. I bet you. Let's rush, no time. Good evening, Shegun. Tony from New York City. I really appreciate your effort. Thank you, Omoni Inuendo. Shegun, I like your all effort, but you must try to talk Sowore one-on-one so that he will know what is going on. Thanks. Jerry Kings, brother, good to see you again. I'm doing my campaign in my little way, and God help us. Dear James Chicago, I appreciate. Shegun, please join. We all need a new Nigeria. Thanks. Isaac Amola, how do you think they are going to come together for alternative debate? Are you communicating with them? I can get this done, trust me. I'm not trying to say I can do it alone. I know who I can call and we'll get this thing achieved. Alright. King Kalun, say you too much, brother. One man soldier Aluta. I've said Nigeria diaspora should avoid the Nigeria celeb whenever they came abroad to play. Justin Johnson, I meant to say please join AAC, okay? Uji Hariva, how come your vlog is popular? I don't know. I'm just doing shit. I don't know what I'm even doing self. Somehow people just followed, you know. Dear GM, tell us what you need. We need a space. If you can let me say I don't need money. All we need is, number one, we need a space. But we know that space will usually cost us money, right? We need space. If you have access or if you have authority on how we can get a space that is big and popular in Lagos or Abuja, say for instance the Eagle Square, or for instance Freedom Park at the CMS, or Jota Freedom Square, or whatever, we can use a Jota. I don't think we need to pay for that one, but we need to set the stage. All right. If you know any company that sets stage with screen, we can come with gadgets. With little fee, we can mobilize people that will bring all the things we need to feed the screen and also live stream the debate, and then we'll do publicity to get people aware that there's going to be a big debate. For instance, at Freedom Park in Ojota, we'll let the security agencies be involved. Say, for instance, the police, some cadets, police, civil defense, so that at least the place is fairly secured. And then we'll set the stage from day 2 to the events, day 3 to the event, day 2 to the event, and then the main day itself. We need security totally in the place. So all these are resources we will need. If you know how to do costing, you can join us so that we do the costing together. I'm not interested in swindling anybody or collecting your money for no reason. I'm interested in letting this happen so that Nigeria can be free. All of us are looking for the same thing after all. So back to the comments. Tell us what you need. I just said it. Oluwasegun said, let me state this publicly here that one good way to reach out to our people on the street is setting up watch parties using projectors at public areas with video graphics and sound. I mentioned this before. Some people didn't take me seriously when I said, if you have people in the village you are asking, send me phone, I need phone, send me this, I need this. Put the videos of Fasua, Sowore, Drotoye, Mohal, whoever you are impressed or convinced for, alright? Put the videos that convinced you for them, put them in those things and send to them. And tell them to be playing those videos. Somehow it will ingrain in their minds too, alright? So I mentioned technology, use of technology, deployment of technology. I mentioned it before, but maybe people didn't believe me, or they felt like I was a joke or something. Or maybe I know some persons that called me to say they are already doing it, and somehow their villagers are little by little getting to know about their own preferred candidates. Okay, so, but maybe this call is a reinforcer, right? Let's do it. Back to it. It shows now that Sowore is only candidate who have future for Nigerians. Friday was the result. Shegun, I promised myself to bring 10 people to vote for AC. You know I'm in Italy if everybody can do. Good one. Friday AC. Shegun, give me your account number. It's in the video description. If you care to know, my account number is in the video description. It's GTBank 0036909767 0036909767. So if you have 1 million you are not using, send it. If you have 500,000 you are not using, that if you feel, let me explain. When I say that you are not using, I mean money that you know that if you give somebody you will not feel it, send it. By the time you have 100 people sending 100,000, we will achieve this thing. Or we have 200 people sending 200,000 or 10,000, 50,000, whatever the amount. We will look at the place we can get with that amount with good security, because we need to secure these people. They are the alternative we are looking at. We cannot afford to expose them to danger. So all these things, if you look at it, if you are also interested in being part of the organizing team, I'm open. I don't want to just collect the money and be the only brain. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for collaboration for a better country. So don't make it look like it is me that wants. I'm not interested. All right. So if you have 1 million that you normally give to church and you don't feel, and you feel you have another one, I'm not saying don't give to your church so that it doesn't look like I'm attacking religions now. All right. I'm just saying they have not benefited you so far, except you are getting business benefits from the church you are worshiping in for paying your tithes. But if you have 1 million naira that you feel, or you have 100,000 you feel like if you give it out you won't feel it, or 50,000 you feel if you give it out you won't feel it, or 20,000 you feel like if you give it out you won't feel it, or 10,000 you feel like if you give it out all of you should put hands together, please. We need this alternative country altogether. We need this alternative country, and to chase these people out who have billions of naira in as their war chest, it will not be cheap, it will not be easy. So we need a whole lot of things to do. We have a whole lot of works to do. So if you feel like you don't mind, you have 20,000 naira, you will not feel if you give somebody, you can send it. It will go a long way, because it may be your own 50,000 naira that is helping us to set up the stage. It may be your own 300,000 naira that is helping us to get the stage. Sorry. It may be your own 50,000 naira plus another person's 50,000 that is helping us to get the LED screen for the public viewers at the venue. It may be your own 500,000 that is securing the venue for us. It may be your own this that is getting the 100,000 that is getting the canopies. It may be your own 50,000 that is getting some chairs. It may be some, you never can tell. We need a lot of gadgets. It may be your own 100,000 that is helping us to arrange the security. All right. So if all of you put hands together, put heads together, we'll achieve this thing. So we need this alternative debate is very, very important. Since we are now having alternative candidates, there's therefore the need for alternative debates. There's the need for alternative local media. There's the need for alternative village square as against that AC hall that they used. There's the need for alternative everything. Alternative means to reach to the grassroots. There's the need for all these alternatives, please. Alternative of everything that they have, that they are trying to scheme you out of. There's the need for you to create alternative of them if you must take your country back. All right. I think I shared the account number. Yes, let's talk about the bill to CNN channel. Thanks from Senegal. Okay. My account number is in the video description. Those of you that are asking for it. Dear James, say 10,000 naira times 100 people is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 1 million or 1 billion. All right, that should be, if you add 2 zeros to it, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 1 million. 10,000 by 100 people is 1 million. All right. Isaac Omolayo says, Shegun, organize the debate with good media house. We can get local media house. See, like I said, there are some local media houses that were also skimmed out of that debate, that were not allowed to come in, that were not given media accreditation or pass to come and cover our stream. Okay, we can reach out to all of those people, give them TFAIR, say come, there's an alternative presidential debate. It's content for them, they'll be happy to come, but just make sure that even if it's their transport fare, because I don't pretend. Some of these people have not been paid for months. They are the ones who pay themselves based on where they go. They may be interested in this content, all right. Some reporters have not been paid, or they will not be paid, but they know that if they come to your program, you at least give them the fare to cover their transports. It's not bribe, it's not anything. You are not manipulating them. You are just saying, no, we know that you came by transport and you must have expended your personal costs. We give you. So they need this content too, but they may not have the luxury of bringing their crew down. So even if you just envelope small money to say, okay, thanks for coming, it's called thanks for coming. I'm not saying bribery, don't make mistake. I don't collect it myself, but I'm saying it's not bad, at least if you arrange it, to say thanks for coming. I know if Sowore hears this kind of a thing, you'll be like, oh, what's up? See, reality is that you are not in, this is not abroad, this is Nigeria. Some people love to come to your rally, but they don't have money to come. If you provide a bus for them, they will be there. But they don't even know whether there's a bus for them. But if they say, if you tell them, bro, come, don't worry, I'll pay your transport. You and your cameraman come for this deal. They will come. And we do small thing for them in the. It's not the money that they are looking at. They are only looking at, at least help me cover my transport. I'll come. I'm also interested in that content. They will come and they will do their best to hear it. So let's organize all this alternative media, all right? So having said that, I'm interested in the alternative platform. Okay, that's Isioma Josie Johnson. You're clapping. Isioma, how do we go about it? We have already started talking about this. Positive media. Segun, please organize another debate and invite all of them, please. I will, if we have what it requires, the resources. Those of you that are clapping, thank you. I don't know if I'm correct. I'm just saying, I'm just jiving. Benson says, Segun, you said he doesn't have strikers. How much can we sign you to be our striker? You don't have to pay me, but we will need resources to move to places to strike. That's the reality. Sowore can never do all alone. Yeah, I agree with you. So he needs strikers. Suleiman Olabanji, Segun, why can't you be the striker? Oga, all of you, all the striker, they want me to be striking. Am I Ronaldo? I be Ronaldinho. Suleiman Olabanji, Segun, okay. Osasoge, we need idea to win all these evil politicians. Of course, that's why we are here. Eddie, Segun, organize the debate with good media stations, nationwide, global. We in diaspora will pay for it. I'm a Nigerian in diaspora. I want my country, Africa, to move forward. Sowore is not popular in Nigeria as he is in diaspora. More grassroots sensitization is highly needed. I agree with you. Osasoge, that was take it back Africa. One man soldier. I think Sowore has problem with Sowore. Prophet don't have chance at home. Oluma, Sowore has problem with Sowore. He has problem with himself, you mean? Myself was shocked that Unilag students don't know Sowore. Well, it's just to let you people know, because if I say it without letting you see videos, a lot of people will say, Segun is a liar, you hate Sowore. It's not true. So that's why I decided to let you see the video. Just saying, why people want the rest, she's straightforward, she'll lead well if they win. Ruth Eze, it's not Sowore's fault. It's sheer and utter stupidity of Nigerians. I'm not saying it's his fault. One man soldier said, I think Sowore has issue with Unilag. Prophet don't have chance at home. You should know why Sowore has issues in Unilag now. I'll tell you some of them later after reading all these comments. Adekunle agreed, Segun. Sikiru, really Sowore is getting more popular. I'm happy to hear one of K1 Ultimate from upcoming from UK comping for Sowore AEC action. Smart, Segun, please text your direct mobile number. My number is 080-6060-6166. That's 080-6060-6166. The agent say we are here. Maxwell, hello Segun, nice location, thank you. Kelly Coco, If I skipped your comment, it's not deliberate, people. We have to rush. No time. No time. No time. No time. Somebody says, good idea. Would you invite PDP, APC too? We will invite them if they wish to come. But we are talking about alternative. They already participated in the mainstream, so they may not want to participate in the alternative because they know what they are scared of already. Debate will be good for new candidate, but it will be properly planned so that it should be properly planned so that enough people can attend and also attract a lot of media personnel. It's something we can achieve here now. That's not difficult. Shegun, I really support this idea, please. Whenever you want people in the diaspora to support this idea, I will support. I really want a better Nigeria for my children. About the UNILAG interview you posted earlier, I want to personally appreciate all your good work, but what is the student union government of UNILAG doing? They have been scrapped. There's no students union as we speak right now. Okay? What's the way forward? Okay, Idahosa, thank you my brother for saying the truth. Other hands say, Shegun and me for the alternative debate, I'll support with 200k. Alright, all of you should send whatever support you have. I'm going to announce what we have by tomorrow, okay, so that we can know where we are going next, and then I can start working on it tomorrow to look at locations that we can use and how much they want to take and other equipment we need, media that we want to bring. We will discuss it together here, not tomorrow because I may not come back early tomorrow, maybe say Monday evening. I'm not sure yet about coming online tomorrow, but whatever we have between today and tomorrow from all of you that are supporting, I'll announce it when we come online on Monday. The account number is in the video description, okay? Shegun, you are too much. I love today's program. Take it back because you favor your candidates today, Abi. If you don't favor your candidate, they attack me. I'm not doing it to favor you. I'm doing it because we are looking for a better country, and the system is trying to frustrate us from having it. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Not because I want you to feel good. It's not because I want you to feel good. Okay. Let me know what's going to cost. Yeah, we're already doing the analysis together already here. Chief Shegun, I truly appreciate your good work analysis. It's unfortunate Nigeria see, let me quickly say this again. Nigerian youth are not the problem. It is what they are aware of that they are doing. Campaign is about creating awareness, persuading people. That's what campaign is about. If your campaign has not reached people in the village, there's nothing you can do about it. It is people that know that will respond based on what they know about you. But if they don't even know at all, they'll be like, who bears that name? It's not their fault. They don't know. The media they have access to is not the one you have access to abroad. So it's not their fault. It is the fault of the system. Alright? If they have free Wi-Fi in the village, do you think they don't also want to be watching free show like this? Like I'm doing here. Like I'm putting resource. Thank God for those that are at least supporting me from this show now. You know, if you look at it, they don't have access to free Wi-Fi. Data is expensive. Even if they have access to data, it's not cheap. That's why for those of you that are following us, that are not following us on Instagram, we now have Instagram page active now. The same name at Object TV Media. All right. To be creating 1 minute video of most of the things we do, so that people who don't have enough data to watch lengthy videos like this can at least see summary on YouTube, on Instagram, and if they so wish, can then click the link to follow and come and see full video on YouTube. Do you understand what we are saying? It's strategy. You have to be strategic. So for those in the village who don't have access, who don't have data access to see full videos like this, you have to look at how to penetrate their local media by creating the alternative local media for them. That is exactly what we are doing. And those of you that are coming for December to celebrate Christmas or celebrate New Year, please come with things that can help people, that can educate people about these candidates that we are talking about, so that by January, when we are getting into the new year, they are saying Happy New Year with hope that there's a happy new country. All right. Back to the comments. God bless you, brother. Find one. I'm watching from YouTube. I didn't find your number. You mean phone number or account number? The account number, okay, let me put it in this comment for those of you that are asking specifically. GTBank, you see it in the comment section now. GTBank 0036 909767. The name is Olawoye Oluwasegun. Alright, I've just sent it. for those of you that want to support. All right. God bless you, brother Fine One. Thank you, Cellular Divine. John Crane. These other candidates were not coming because they feel they have, but they will come. Don't worry, they will come. Those that will come because if we organize it very well and they say that is a platform that for them too, they will come. Trust me. These new guys need to present only one candidate, if only they are joking. But I love Sowore. I hope you see. Let's go back to the comments. Some skipped. All right. I want to rush now. I'm sorry if I skip your comment. It's not deliberate. Shegun, at the end of this stream, please let's decide if we will create a platform so that we have decided already. There's need for an alternative debate, and I'm going to start reaching out to all these new generation presidential candidates. Immediately after this show, I'll start reaching out to them. Shegun, you must be our striker because we need you, and we'll pay you for service. Can you pay me? Can you pay me? I want 5 million naira per month. Okay, now I was joking, right? So Sowore is popular. It's just that Nigerians' integrity have been battered by poverty, and they want article money and Osebajo's trade that money 10K. Part of Koe say we should not allow Sowore to die in this battle. He cannot die in this battle. We have seen it happen. Why people plagiarizing Showore's quotes? We have seen this happen with Olawoye didn't become president. MK Abiola won, they didn't allow him. Gani Faimi tried, did the struggle. So Sowore learned from all of these people. So he knows what to do. It's just that there are some new developments that Sowore is himself not particularly aware of after staying abroad for lengthy period of time. So it therefore behooves on those that are locals who can fill in the gaps for him to do that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right. No one should be denied to the debate. I support your idea, Prince. I didn't know I show you about USA. Thank you so much. Eddie Lord say, can someone please write Shegun number on here? I didn't get it. I just wrote it. I hope you get it now. Big success. Say, Shegun, why Sowore don't invite Yoruba Fuji musician like Oshopa Fasua? Sowore cannot pay them. Not because he may not be able to afford them, but because Sowore has. You don't know your Sowore. You are talking as if you don't know Sowore. Sowore will just be like, no, we can't be paying people to come. Sowore will tell you, no, if you have to be paying musicians to come to our programs, we'll be doing the same thing that these old guys are doing. We can't beat them at their games because they have access to public funds. We don't have access to public funds, so we can't beat them at their games. We need people who will not mind identifying with the new cause for any Nigeria to come and perform for us. We need musicians that are ideologically grounded and we don't mind for a new country to. Your Sowore now, so do I need to start telling you again? Okay. That's just a quick response there. That's great work there, Funke Alaka, or is it Alaka? I support this. God bless you greatly. Please send your account details it's already in the comment. If you don't get it, then let me know. It's also in the video description. For this, I just woke up and found this. It's really great in my eye. God bless you, Oluwasegun Goshola. These new guys need to present only one candidate. If not, they are joking. We can make them present one candidate by from this debate, for instance. So let the public decide. We let them see how public reacts to their presentation at the public debates, and then from there we may begin to now initiate the idea for a united front. Okay. So from these debates, from this alternative debate, we may begin to discuss the need and how we can also achieve this united front from there. Please, Chief Shegun, I'm not a chief. I have not paid for any chieftaincy title. No one has offered me one, except you want to make me online chief. Part Okoye. Please, Chief Shegun, whatever you want to do, ensure it must get all party of the country who will do the diligence. Mobile number, please, 080 60606166. That's 080 60 60 61 66. Jasmine, good job. Shegun, good night. Nice job. Okay, those of you that are still online, we are still here. I want to make sure that I don't skip people's comment before they will now say, Shegun, you didn't read my own. Avoid debate with AAC means these old analog bohatiku are after the youth and afraid of us. When will you fix the date? Once we have assurance of the venue we want to use. Alright? Okay, for account number, but your mobile number, please, I just read that out and I hope you got it. Duben Bona, hi. Tayo Paulson. Good job, Shegun. Can you include your contact details? I just read that out. Ola Tubosun Akombi. Shegun, nice one. You are always on point. I will be in Nigeria by 31st. We'd like to see you. I just read my number out. If you can call me if I'm around where you are. If you're in Lagos, if I'm in Lagos, we can meet up. Stephen says, Shegun, this media in Nigeria are very wicked. They don't want to say anything about Sharia or my telephone number, Mercy, I just read it out, 00 60 60 61 66. WhatsApp is preferred, actually. Use Stephen Yakubu. Why are you laughing? Waiting, I do you. Eddie Lord, before you go, give me your phone number, 00 60 60 61 66. Every Sodaro, Shegun, you are very funny. What did I say? What I do? What I do? Alright, Jack Brown. Okay, the youth must fight back now. Good impersonation. Okay, you are laughing about my impersonation of Sowore. I know all these people, and I know all of them one by one. Sheyi Banjo say, oh Lord, you so get his face. Betania comments say Sowore needs money too to pursue. I agree with you. That's why I've been saying, if you want to send money to support the candidates, send the money directly to the candidates. Alright, if you want to send money to me, know that it's my own alternative program that you are sending money for. These people also need money, I agree with you, for what they are doing. And that's why I have not been calling for donations for a very long time, so that we want these people to have enough funds to do their campaigns. I'm not the one contesting, alright? So I'm not the one who needs the money. But we are just talking about how to create this alternative now. Let all young candidates present one candidate and form an emergency cabinet ahead. For Jimmy, I think musicians like Black Baja and Beautiful Nubia will play for Sowore. See, I was talking with one of the people at Sowore's Take It Back team, and I said, what's the problem? Can't you have a Black Baja, Beautiful Nubia, Idris Abdul Karim, Sheun Kuti, Dede Mabiako, all those people who sing progressive, all these pro-fella, proteges who are singing like fella. Can't you have all of them? It's easy, but probably they don't have a team or a committee. Sowore still needs so many teams to work for him. He doesn't have to be the only one working himself all around. It will grow whole too quickly if he has to be the only one doing all of these things. But do you want that to happen? No. Obama served with his black hair, not gray hair. It was the country that used him to gray. So we need to also not let our candidates or all these hopefuls, we don't need to, all this new generation hopefuls, we don't need to let them grow gray hair before we give them a chance. Let us all work for them so that they use their sharp brains, young brains, and energies and black hair to work for the country. That's my own idea. Right, back to the comments, and I want to rush now, please. Gavin Johnson, your impression of Sowore is spot on. As I be mimic, no mind me. Okay, I shall give you a wonderful, good job. Thank you. Okay, somebody, Daniel Olaya just posted my number for those of you that are asking. Okay, how often do you live chat? I've been watching some of your video, but this is the first time I'm able to catch up live online. Time difference from Fiji Island, part Okoye. We don't have specific time though. What we do is that anytime I just feel like I'm free now, I go to work during the daytime, right? Because I also have to survive, sure you know. And then I come back at night and say, okay, let me go live today and talk about. I just look online and say, what is the issue today? Okay, let me talk about this one today. So I don't have specific time for now. Maybe in future I may begin to have specific time. I shall do a wonderful good job. Thank you, Kata Brian. Adi Oshuntemitope, bringing your Putin celebrity to the poster of the debate will hurt people to come. So please add your budget for a good musician artist. We can have them. We are already planning this thing together already here. G. Anne Organi says, if Sowore no dey for the debate, Yawa go dey. Sowore go dey. In fact, it's because of people that like Sowore that were schemed out despite qualifying in the online poll that we need this alternative debate. Shegun, you don't matter. Now Sowore you dey mimic like that. Sowore. Okay, Kata Brian, this is the first time for us to hit the bullseye. If we miss this shot, we are done for ages again. Olugbemi Paul, Sowore already have my family's votes. Bifun Gani says, Sowore is a Ghanaian family over time. May God preserve him. Eddie Lord said, I did my donation to Sowore yesterday. He confirmed to me that he's got it. Jack Brown, AAC won the show stupid leaders of Nigeria. The youth can't be their slave and we don't do. Jonah Brown, I'm donating 60 million to his campaign. 60 million posters or 60 million naira. Mayor John, those of you that have money, your country is very important. Send it to him. He needs the money for campaigns. If you believe in Droto, send the money to Droto. He needs the money for campaign. If you believe in Mohalu, he needs the money for campaign. Adeosun Samuel to meet up say, and please, if you can choose this guy that sang Waiting We Gain, he might be upcoming, but the guy na star, and I think the guy is with Sowore. I saw the guy at Celebration concert because I officially cover Celebration every year so far. To some extent, officially I'm part of those that cover Celebration. But what I know of that guy that sang Waiting We Gain is that I think he's a Chelsea ambassador. You know, most of these people. Okay, since Sowore is not a competitive product to Chelsea, well, if he's interested in a Sowore, we can bring all those artists that are interested in Sowore. I know how to reach out to artists that love Sowore, and people can also as well suggest them. We can further this discussion or conversation tomorrow once we have a venue ready. We can further this conversation by planning it together. We can do a live shoot like this, planning it and writing what we need and what we need and what we need. All right, and we'll have it. So let's create our alternative using this online platform that we have already created for ourselves. All right. So I'm interested in a new Nigeria. I'm interested in Nigeria, the kind of Nigeria being preached by Sowore, Mohalu, Drotoye, Hobby. All these people who are creating alternatives to the old people. I'm interested in all of them coming together on a platform and discussing the Nigeria of their dream and letting people see how they are alternatives. So I'm interested in creating this kind of platform. All right. So having said this, it's going to be a big platform for these people to sell themselves to the public. I'm interested. So let us work it out. Thank you. African China is with Sowore. Yes, I interviewed African China, and you can see that video on this channel. He said he's with Sowore any day. Adeosun say, and please, if you can choose this guy that sang. Okay, I think I already read that. Shegun, you get work for this Nigeria. Please, I need work too. I get masters in English language. I don't get work. I don't be work. The kind of work where this one be, no be the work where we get salary. Now work we be say now sacrifice. So this kind of work we me they do now work of sacrifice, not be work of sure salary, you know. It's a Shegun who won the BON debate yesterday. Well, according to APC, Osinbajo won. According to PDP, Peter Obi won. Oh God. So Shegun, okay, Jack Brown say we don't need Babatunde Shitu, please Sowore is here to be known at grassroots level. And exactly that's what we are saying. That prodigy say African China is with Sowore. Yes, I interviewed him and is agreed that is with Sowore, and the interview is still on this show. Tunde not is with Sowore. A lot of people who believe in a country that should be better will agree that that guy is one crazy radical that has to do the job. All right. James Samuel say awareness on popular radio stations also important before the debate. Yes. Gavin Johnson, African China is old school now and has less influence. Well, let me tell you, Duncan Mighty was old school. He's bouncing back. African China used to be old school, but is now bouncing back. Watch out. Don't relegate anybody and say they are old school. Most of them are bouncing back with hits now. Alright. Okay, so it can tell his fans which are majority you to attend. They will attend because yes, that's exactly what we are saying. We need all of these people to. We will use every means to mobilize for this debate. Dubembona say Nigeria youth should wake up. APC and PDP have nothing to offer Nigerians. For Jimmy, can you have days where we'll discuss pertinent issues like education, health, security, socio-economic stuff? Definitely. I'm also trying to put up a system where I can have Skype into this show, where I can interview people by Skype to come into this show. Alright. Funny pranks and instant karma. Say those small doctor, whiskey and co should stop taking money from politicians. They should support Sowore. It is possible, but this your new generation camp is not approaching them. I know some of these people one-on-one, so this your new generation people are not approaching them, and it is people that approach them that they patronize too. Just understand that. Jude John say, why not all these young guys come together? We can use this debate to achieve that. They will come together and debate together, and we can use it to let them start talking. Okay. Salama Osuji say, caption the alternatives debate. Nigeria decides. And the alternative debate, the alternative candidate, the alternative solution. Alright. No one like Sowore from others be realistic. If I were them without Sowore, we cannot debate. Allow me, hi Segun, and you are laughing. I don't know why you. Victor says, Segun, please try and get contact with all these musicians. I have some of them, and it's not difficult for me to get most of them. Say Bethany coming say, Segun, please, I need a job. Who can help me with your contact? My contact is 00 60 60 61 66 00 60 60 61 66. I don't have a job, by the way, okay? Because I'm jobless myself. I'm just trying to create what can make me survive. So I go out in the daytime to look for what to survive on. But we can create jobs together if you have idea, or if you have means for which the ideas we have can become jobs that will pay. All right, they are just in the country. There are just no money. There are just no money-paying jobs. Okay, that's why people travel abroad, and most of the people watching me are those that have gone abroad to look for a job. I'm joking, no. Making I not begin abuse me now. Funny pranks. Artists should also campaign for people we need, not their own benefits. But you are not approaching them. I must say this. I know some of this. Olamide follows me on Instagram. Some of these people follow me. So, but I know that if you are not approaching that, let me also say, there was one day I posted video of Sowore, and Olamide Bado liked it. So it's just that they are brands on their own, and they have management. So for them to step out and say they identify with one cause, it will get as it will be. So if you approach them, one thing I know is that if we start talking to these people, the thing is that they may not work for you because they have patronage. They have to promote. They need money for their brands. They may not work for you, but they will not work against you. I know that one for sure. So it's just a matter of one-on-one. My brother, what's up now? This thing, this, that. There's this candidate. Have you heard about so name? Have you heard about that other name? Have you heard about this? They'll be like, I've been hearing this one. I've been seeing it on your post. I've been seeing it on Tunde Head Note. I've been seeing it on who is that guy? Tell me more about him. We then do the job one-on-one. Say, guy, come. This guy no get money, but he go make this country better. What you think so if you do? What you do for him? Even if you just want Instagram post to say, wow, this guy blows my mind off. Just post it and leave it. Don't say support or just post it. We no get money, just post. Some of them will do, but it's because you are not approaching them. Let me say this to you. I will not mention names, but some of them feel like they heard Sowore saying, for instance, like I told you, your Sowore is stubborn and he needs to change his method. And I'll repeat it again. Some of them said, no, one of them said that Sowore that is saying that we are waiting to be paid before we can support. Does he think brand management is like that? Do you understand that kind of thing? And I'm just saying this not because I want to sound correct. I'm telling you, some of these people, if you talk to them one-on-one, they will be like, okay. We will not talk against them, but even if just one post, just say, wow, some guys are making sense, sha. Just put it and leave it. And then continue your business. It will help them, it will help you. That is the alternative we are talking about. It will help you to reach their followers who don't know about you, who are not following you. They'll be like, who is that guy? What does he do? Who is he? Blah, blah, blah. And those that know you will say, that guy is Sowore, or that guy is Drotoye, or that guy is... They will not start educating themselves in the comment section, and that's it. You provoke a lot of things. Oh, Sowore needs strategists. You need strikers. Alright, having said that, Daniel Olaya, Alain Buhari is... Did I skip anything? I'm sorry, it's not deliberate then if I skipped you. Shegun, please, I need a joke. Okay, I think I already read that. Let APC PDP continue to deceive themselves until Sowore took over as Rock 2019. Olawoye, Alain Buhari is not debating. Claims he has doctor's appointment that day. Oduduwa Ayodele, government used the logics to cause a separation between upcoming president candidates. Freedom come by struggle. Shegun, you are doing a great job. All youngest must be one. Babatunde, Sowore should always endeavor to address the market, women and men, whenever he finds himself in an area like Oshodi and the likes. Betane come and say, please let everybody that believe in New Nigeria insist that Sowore, Mohalu, Drotoye, Fasua and others come together. Please, we must do it if we must win. Let Sowore be president and Mohalu deputy. You don't share the job already. Cellular Divine say, our consequential president Sowore. And Deboha, Shegun, did you see my token? I'll check. Did you just send it tonight? I'll check, please. My phone is not here. I plug it and I'm going to pick it after the show. Maybe what I should do tomorrow is, okay, let me do this. To all of you that want to send your support, send them between tonight and tomorrow. When I come online tomorrow, I'll just be reading out all the funds we receive and we'll do the total together. Okay, then we'll start looking at places that we want to get for this alternative debate. Alternative debates that we're talking about doesn't have to be in one place. I may organize my own based on the resource available to us. Alright? Others may organize their own too. It cannot be. It's a form of campaign too. Don't you think it's a form of campaign too? Alright? So, what we have all planned it together, for instance, tonight. Alright, for instance, some already suggested these musicians should come. So you can invite some musicians that we know are progressives. Seun Kuti, Tunde Ednot can come because he's one person that has been posting about this new generation candidates. Ali Baba, I can reach out to him to come because he's also, I think, one person who believes that let new people come in. And then some comedians that I know too who believe in new cause. Some musicians. Idris Abdul Karim, African China, to even come and perform, and then it will be a form of maybe interlude or prelude to the debate. Do you understand it? So we can have, a kind of carnival. It will be as big as the Occupy Nigeria, the Ganifa and Freedom Park, and it will make a lot of sense. Do you understand it? So, and it will create awareness for a lot of people who will come and see, and it will make sense, and it will be bigger than what the Chara they organized in Abuja, if we have resources. Hello, can you hear me now? Let's manage. This audio may not be clear now. Well, you see now, my audio battery is is dead. That's why I said it costs money to do this thing, but you people will not. Well, anyways, well, can you manage my voice like this to the camera directly? And there will be noise, but you can still hear me, alright? So let's just take the few last comments and then we close for today, right? Somebody is saying anybody who speak bad about Sowore will die. Show little Yeni. Then Segun, if you know all this guy, try and help him for this election and be a striker. Please Segun, let's join us together, okay? Alright, everybody, I thank you all for coming on the show tonight. What we'll do tomorrow is that all of those that send your support, I'll write the notes down and the amount you sent. We will come online tomorrow and discuss. No, tomorrow is not like it. I may not come online tomorrow if I finish late from one event tomorrow. If I finish late tomorrow, then I'll come back on Monday to discuss how much we have raised so far, and I'll discuss the venues that are available with available resources, and then we can start planning it together on a live show like this. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Somebody is saying this, I forgot. The debate should be in 2 to 3 segments depending on the activities that will take place. Hope you get. I understand, I understand it. Share, we need to get out the money at least 3 days for everyone to contribute. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I may not come online tomorrow. If I come, we'll give updates as to how much we have raised so far. If I don't, then that means the amount we raised between today and tomorrow, and then when next I come by Monday. Alright? We'll get celebrities, trust me. We'll have to pay celebrities too, even if it's just to their mobilization fee. I don't believe in the idea that they will have to come on their own costs. What if they are not even eating? You don't know, So even if it's called honorarium, say okay, we don't have money, but at least to pour your car and your entourage, because these people cannot walk in, because the moment they are sighted, people start trudging them or crowding them. So they need maybe 1 or 2 friend or bouncer that is with them. So we will need to pay honorarium to them to come. It's not cheap. Anytime a celebrity is going out, a popular artist is going out, they don't go out alone to where they know that crowd will definitely, so they need support like that, so that people don't break their car or break their, as a result of trying to farm them. So they need all these things. Alright, so we need security, we need artists, we need honorarium for all these things. So we'll come online and tell you how much we have raised each day that we progress on this thing. And I want to thank you all for staying tuned on this show tonight. I appreciate you all until I come your way again. My sign out, as you know, my sign out signature is keep talking about the things that matter, and that's why we are here. Thank you so much. My name is Segun Olom. I'll see you again. Thank you all. I love you. Mwah.